Welcome back, beautiful beings. Today we're just going to finish up our spring pockets. Okay, I took a piece of scrap, glued it to a piece of cardboard that was from a coffee flat. Okay, and then I have these oils that I want to glue down. Embellishments, a circle embellishment, and I want to write natural oils, but I don't know if I can write it right without screwing it up, but we're gonna find out. Okay, where's my Elena's glue? So I want these about here. They're just little oil jars. They have different oil leaves in them, creating oil. And I'm just using Elena's instead of the Mod Podge because I think it'll glue down the corners better. And I did ink them up. I just went around them with a marker and inked them up. And I think this one goes this way. Just making sure I got all the glue off my hands, beautiful beings. Then I have this little embellishment I want to put here, but I want to write natural oils on it, so let's see if I can do that. I'm not sure which way it goes. This way. Natural oils. It's readable. It's readable. And I think it's dry. It's readable. That's all that matters. I'm gonna put a little bit thin amount of Elena's on it. And put it right there. And if you hear noise from outside, they're still working. The city is still working on the road. I think it's the water department in front of my house. Okay, and there's that. I'm thinking I have this one. I don't know where my new one is, but I have this one. So we're just gonna, if it'll work, see, this one's way harder now because it's cracked. See, it's cracked right there. We're just gonna circle put a circle around the corners. This is a corner punch. And there is that one. So we got a pocket done. Now we're going to move on to, might as well get this one done so I don't lose the ladybugs. I have this one. I went around this with different color inks. Fussy Cut Birdie Bird. And I want to glue him here. That. And I tried to put the glue thin so it doesn't ooze out, but enough to make sure these little delicate features don't rip. And they get glued down nicely. And the glue is oozing out a little bit, but not enough to be concerned about. Okay, and this is from Place and Time, from Joann's. I got it in my, I showed it to you in my Joann haul. And I just got one more ladybug I want to cut out. And all I'm doing is going in and out around the legs on the fabric. I'm not gonna fray it because I'm afraid it'll take the ladybug's legs off. And we don't want that. So I'm just going in and out on the ribbon. Okay. And then, as you can see, the birdie bird is looking up, so I figured, why not? Let's have him looking up at ladybugs crawling around. And this is burlap. The ribbon is burlap. In the background is all this is a paper bag, okay? And I made it look wrinkly on purpose in the background. And if you've seen my videos before, I made this shape. I found that I got this where I used to work for the labels. These used to be in with labels, piece of cardboard, and I keep retracing it and using it over and over, so I have a pocket. This for a pocket in every journal, and it's always decorated differently. Okay, so if you have a shape of a pocket that you like, make sure you trace it on cardboard or cardstock or whatever you want, and keep reusing it in each journal, because you know we have to save our shapes and keep using our shapes in each journal, different journal. And then when you find something new, use it, like circles like this, final clearance. Okay, I've kept this and reused it. I've retraced it over and over again to use in my journals. And then you just glue down cardstock, paper bag, whatever you like. You can use whatever you like to glue down on it. And it looks different every time, even though it's the same shape for whatever theme you're using. Okay? And there's that. So we got 2 done and a bunch to go, beautiful beings. Okay, now I have this. I haven't glued this down. This is another shape I retrace. Piece of cardboard. This is from a gift box. Then I have some cardstock here. We're going to glue on it. I think it's bamboo. Anyway, it's a weave basket cardstock. I love it. I thought that goes with spring. And I'm getting a bunch of messages. Let me check. Okay, sorry, beautiful beings. I tell ya. Okay, I told you the water department's digging in front of my house, right? Well, they're also all the way across downtown. They're digging at my daughter's, right? Well, guess what they did? They broke her water line. And water was streaming out into the yard, up out of the pipes, and it flooded the yard, and it ran all the way into the garage, and all this mess, okay? And then the city told them it was their responsibility, even though they broke her city line, her water line, okay? Now they're saying, she just messaged me. Now they're saying that if they pay $500 for a contractor that they're gonna hire to dig it up, then they'll fix and repair the pipes. Now, I don't know what you think, but I think that's like ludicrous, and I think they should have to pay for it. And I think it's just crazy So meanwhile, she has 4 kids and they have no water. And they have a mess in the yard. You know what I'm saying? So if you hear the thing going off in the background, that's what's going on. She's stressing, you know. It's just ludicrous. They broke it. They should have to pay for it. I don't know. She's gonna talk to a lawyer. I don't know. I just think it's ludicrous because Eric, he's a contractor and he like hurt his hand, and he was supposed to be like not working, and he was out there. He was out there, you know, digging with a broken hand. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why he has to do all this work. All right, enough about that. I don't know. I told him they could shower here or whatever. I'm stressed about that a little bit. It's like uncompassionate, you know? It's totally uncompassionate. I think I'm gonna sew this, but I gotta measure it first. We're gonna make this a belly band and a pocket at the same time. So let me get the measurements here. I'm just gonna eye it and hopefully not move it. It's not like they got $500 laying around because he has money because the house payment's due. It just blows my mind how uncompassionate some people are, companies, you know? It's our hometown. We've lived here most of our life, you know? I don't know. Sorry. Beautiful Beings, it just really upsets me. Seems like it needs more taken off. I don't know. It's just insane how things work. There's like no compassion anymore. But I'm putting it out there that it's gonna come back more powerful than ever. Compassion, you know? All right, I think that is good. And this is a piece of burlap, and I didn't like it because as you can see, it had V's all the way through it, and I just didn't like it, so I colored it to use this side. And then I pulled some of this out like this on each side. So we're gonna use it on here. So I'm gonna go sew this right here. And I might as well just sew it to the pocket, huh, Beautiful Beings? Yeah, so I'm gonna sew this to the pocket. Here, let's glue it. So it's got a little glue to hold it in place. So when I sew it, just a little bit, make sure this is going the right way. It seems to want to curve that way. So I'm gonna try to get it right in the middle. We're just gonna put a little glue here. And a little bit here. I want to go get them water too, but Green took the car. He went to dig leaks. So when he gets back, I think I'm gonna go to Walmart and get 2 cases of water for them, so she don't have to worry about that. Use that to clean up the kids. 2 of the kids are school age, Jade and Layla, and they've done videos. And then I'm gonna use this side, and I think that'll be good. Remember, we're gonna have a pocket here and then a pocket there, but it's gonna be sideways. So, sorry. I'm trying to remember. I'm a little frustrated. It's gonna go like this. I'm gonna have this shoe on here and it's gonna be like that. So we'll have a pocket back here and then a belly band too. And I got some glue on there. So let me go sew this, check the messages. Make sure everything's okay. Make sure that's in the middle. I don't know if that's in the middle. All right. I might have to trim that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trim that a little bit. Right there. And then sew this down and then I'm gonna have to trim that off, okay? Okay, beautiful beings. I did a wraparound stitch. I had to trim it to do the wraparound stitch. And there it is. Now, and we have a piece left over for something else. Now we're gonna glue this down. And I looked at the chat. I told Kara she needed laundry done, that I'd come and get it when Green got back and bring her water and get laundry for her and just wash it and then bring it back so she can dry it, because she's really picky about things being dried. If you know what I mean, if you're one of those people that you like don't want to dry certain things or whatever because they shrink and change the shape of the clothing. So I told her I'd just dry it. When Green got back from getting leaks, and of course Kyle, because it's a group chat, my son, he lives in Florida, he's like, I would love some leak dip. And then he wants me to mail him some. I said, I'm not sure how I would do that. I don't know. I don't even know if that's enough glue, and that needs to go higher. So I'm really gonna glue this up. Yeah, it's taking the color from the burlap that I colored it off. So we're going to just put lots of glue on this. So if I could figure a way to mail him some leak dip, and I'd have to mail it like the next day after we make it, to make sure it was fresh by the time it got to him in Florida. All right, is that in the middle? Yes. Do you like leak dip, beautiful beings? I do. I really just like it in leeks and leak dip. I don't really like it in anything else. Some people like to fry it in butter and stuff. But I just like the leek dip, and I like how I make it, because everybody, seems like nobody makes leek dip the same, except for, you know, of course, your family. Because I taught my kids how to make it, because my parents taught me how to make it. But I like it on top of my pizza, just a little bit. It's good. And it's really good on everything bagels too. All right, we got another pocket done. Now we're gonna move on to this. Sorry, beautiful beings. I just got a lot going on and I'm a little stressed out for my family. Okay, all I did the one side so you didn't have to watch me do both sides. I just took the leftover doily that we made a pocket with in the last video. And now, and you can even color these doilies, beautiful beings, okay? Now I'm just gonna take this, make sure you can see everything. Make sure the camera's on, because that's got me so paranoid. Just take this and put it on the main parts, okay? The big main parts. That's all I did on the other side, okay? And I did clean out my camera. I went on YouTube, of course, and looked up how to get more storage in the catch space on your camera. And I did what they told me, except for, you know, where you restart your camera and all that. I didn't want to do that. And it worked. I freed up a bunch of storage. Because I have, like, I only have one video, and that's one of Chase, and it's only like 5 minutes long. I hardly have any, I only have one picture, and I have a video, 2 videos of my brother that he did because it was his phone. That's how I ended up with a phone, because I don't have a phone. And he had 2 videos, and they're only 2 minutes each. Beautiful beings. They don't take up much storage. So I want to keep them because that's when he was in the physical realm. So of course I don't want to delete them. But it's saying all my storage is full because of that. I hardly have anything on there. I have 1 picture and 3 videos that are under the two videos are only 2 minutes long, and the other videos are, you know, the one at Chase is probably only 5 minutes long, if that. So I don't understand how that's taking up most of my storage. I don't know. But anyway, I fixed it. But I'm still checking to make sure I'm recording, because now I'm paranoid. Alright, go like this, and then smooth it down like that. Make sure it's tight around the edge. The wrap, when you wrap it around the edge, make sure it's tight. And voila, it's glued down. And of course you can color these any color you want. Just ink them up with a color or spray them with ink spray. And then just check where, like these little things, and put some glue there. It's all good, beautiful beings. Yeah, just push it back. I was trying to push this up against that, but it's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, now what? Oh, I was gonna show you. Let's go to this, get this done. Was I gonna do that on the back of this or this? It doesn't matter, I can do it on both. All right. And what was I gonna put on this? I was gonna glue that. Here, let's, I'm getting ahead of myself. I got a lot going on. Bear with me, beautiful beings. Okay, I got this shape, which I traced to. I think I already told you that. And I'm gonna glue a piece of that down on it. Okay. I'm gonna take this piece of cardstock. I'm gonna flip it over to make sure it's where I want it. And as you can see, it's off Trident gum box, because I buy the box, beautiful beings, the big box. Because my grandkids always look forward to gum when they come to my house. So I buy them gum balls, and I buy them those twisty ones that are apple, grape, and I can't remember. I think apple and grape, and the regular gum flavor sometimes. And I put those in my mom's teapots. So that's how, you know, they get reminded, because none of them were born when she was here, so that's how they're reminded of their great-grandmother. I have 2 teapots. They're just little teapots. They have a lid and you can open it. They're ceramic, and I kept them, and I use them to put the gum balls in the twisty gum. And yeah, and it taught them how to be very careful with them so they don't break them or chip them, you know. So they're always careful, and the teapots are still in mint condition. But yeah, sharing a lot in this video, aren't I, beautiful beings? I usually don't talk because I don't really have much to talk about. But today I do. Alright, and then I'm gonna let that sit and dry nicely. Then, where's the other thing? I'm gonna bring this in. Is this the right one? I don't know if this is the right one for this. I think I was gonna put the green in this one. These two are gonna be flips, okay? This part's gonna be glued down, and this part will be so it just flips open. But we need to put something here. So I had an idea, because I've been wanting to use these up. Where are they at? Right here. These scraps up. Right? So we're gonna glue these down with Mod Podge. And I'll fast forward it. But these are scraps. I'm just getting a color that coordinates with my journal. These are scraps from cutting journals, the papers for the journals, okay? And that's what these are. They're just scraps from cutting journals. And I keep them because I've done this before. Not on camera, but yeah. So we're just gonna, I need some for the other one too. So I'm gonna cut this in half, put it with the other one. Cut this in half. or rip it in half. And then I'm gonna put, seems like I only have one of these. So I'm gonna put these with them. And then we're gonna just glue them down to cover this up, okay? I wanna make sure it's going the right way. This is a die cut. All I did was, I have a die cut that's separate than this, or maybe they did come together, I don't know. But I can do a video later on in the year about this. It says, life is beautiful ride, and then there's a tree and a girl swinging on a swing. And I just glued it on this cardstock, okay? So I wanted to make sure it's going the right way. And then they'll have paper if they want to write in here. They can. I'm just gonna leave it plain. I was thinking about putting a pocket in it too, but I don't know. But let's start gluing. Let's start gluing, beautiful beings. Just a reminder, beautiful beings, when you glue down your paper, try not to get the glue on top of the paper because it'll be harder to write on if you get the glue on top of the paper. Now I'm just trimming the paper off the edges. And voila. Okay, beautiful beings. Good way to use up your scraps from your papers that you used for your journals that you had to cut to size. Okay, and these are all die cut. That's why, and some are colored different colors because I coffee dye them, and plus I use like some sprays sometimes. That's why they're all like that. Coffee dyed, sprays, and coffee dyed, okay? And there's that one. And they have somewhere to write. Okay? Just wanna make sure it's all down. And then we'll move on to this one. I didn't even use this piece in the other one. Okay. I don't think I need these, because I can just use the ones I got, because I got leftovers. I didn't use that much. But this is, I think, a great idea for that. This one is for the brown one. I thought I had the other one out where I was going to put this. This one is getting glued to the back page right here. So it's going to be like this. And that did make it a little stiffer. So all you're going to have to do is go like that on the bend. So that's going to go there. It's going to be glued there. So I'm putting it in there. So I don't forget. And I think I was putting the white in the green. Sorry, beautiful beings. I didn't mean to bump the camera. I might as well check to make sure I'm still recording. Okay. Yeah. This one, I think I want it this way. Okay. And the only reason I'm worried about it is because I'm going to be putting lines in, I think. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Yeah, I am. I'm putting that white one in. So this one's going to go this way. The opposite way. So it'll be on the back, and when you flip it over, and it'll be like that. Okay? So I'm going to put that there so I don't forget. And I think I have time for another one. I'll do one more thing, and then we'll check the time. Well, I'll check the time. All right, and there's that one. And what were we doing with this one? I think I was doing it this way, wasn't I? Or did I do it the other way? It's gonna have to be this way. No, did I put the writing on wrong? Is it upside down? All right, yeah, this one goes on outside. I might as well glue that down now, or I'm gonna be all kinds of confused. So let's do that. Let's glue it down now. this. Make sure it's lined up good. Alright. Then I'm going to push it in. I'm going to push it in. And then wipe that off. And I'll probably put like a side belly band or something to cover this up. Okay? And that's how that's going to be. Okay, beautiful beings? Flip like this. And I did glue this down. This is a pocket we made. I think it's called, I'll put the link below, spring pockets. Let's make some spring pockets, something like that. But I'll put the link in the description. Okay, so that one's done. We gotta do the other one. Set this aside. I'm running out of room. Bring this one in. And this one's going this way. This. And I'm gonna put that in the middle. You don't have to. You can put it down or whatever, but I'm gonna put mine in the middle. Checking this, make sure this is gluing down nicely. It just needs a little bit glue right there. Push it up. There we go. This one's going right here in the middle. I'm gonna push in, make sure it's nice and snug. And when you do this, make sure you measure this so this part's not on the fold. Okay, beautiful beings. There we are. This one don't seem to be in more enough, but there we go. And there we go. I got enough glue. And you gotta flip out open, okay? And you can write in this. Okay? Alright, let's do one more. I have this. All I did was take a piece of mesh, made a circle, and I don't even know how I'm gonna glue that down. But I want the sun there, and then we have our pocket. For pockets, here, multiple pocket. So let's take, and then if it shows up, I'll just take the tulip glitter and go where the glue shows, okay? And I want this here. I'm trying to put just a little bit of glue so it catches. Go all the way around. Pat it. There. I think that's good. I'm gonna do this. There. Then, our sun. But I gotta put this down to see where I want the sun. And I want it about there. So let's get this glued up. Make sure I get the corners on this, the edges, really good on this, because we don't want them coming up and ripping. I got this at Dollar Tree, and I just stamped it with the sun. I think I already told you in the last video when I was showing you supplies. I did the sun stamp, and then "You Are My Sunshine" on top of it. I want it right in the middle, right there. There we go. I gotta wipe my fingers. Alright, and I'll probably have to keep pushing these down, checking them. Now we're gonna glue this. I wanna put something on this, but I'm not sure yet. All we're doing is down the side on this. Like that. I'm trying to get it really thin as I can, so it don't ooze out. Then the bottom. There we go. Piece of dry glue. And then I'm gonna put it right there above where the glitter is. And this has to be dried or glued down good, so when I tuck it, it doesn't hit it. All right, I'm gonna let that dry, and I didn't know if I showed you this, but close up enough, but this is a tulip glitter. I just went around the edges instead of using paint on this one, and I think it looks nice, okay? All right, beautiful beings, I'm gonna check the time. Okay, beautiful beings, we're past 30 minutes, so I'm gonna give you a close-up of everything. And I think I might go over this with a little bit of Mod Podge, just to seal that in. I think they turned out beautifully. And I'll probably glue these in. So when we come back to the next video, they're already glued in. Here's our flip. And I probably put something on here, of course. Okay. Our doily, and then our other flip. This has already got something on it, so that's good. And then our sun. Everything glued down nicely. Okay, beautiful beings. So I'm gonna make this part 1, and then I'll upload part 2. Have a wonderful everything.